Happy Friday, everybody! In today's math lesson, we'll be working with 3D shapes or solid shapes. After today's lesson, you should be able to tell me which 3D shapes can stack or slide or roll, or a combination of those, as well as what features allow some shapes to stack and slide and others just to roll, and some can stack, but they can't do so. You know what I mean. So after today's lesson, you're going to be experts about how shapes can stack, slide, or roll, because I've been telling you this whole time that because they're 3D shapes, they are solid and they can stack, slide, or roll. So I found this song on the internet, and the link: slide or roll, stack, slide or roll, 3D shapes, they can stack, slide or roll. All right, that's right. So in my description, when we're all done with this lesson, you can look up that video and you can sing along and review everything that we're going to test right here. Now, if you want to pause the video, listen first and see. You might have some of these things that we're going to use in our lesson around your house. If you don't, it's totally okay. We're going to have fun just with this, but some of you might have some blocks, right, that we get to play with, right? You might know where they are. You might have some rubber balls, right, that we're going to use, or you may have a soccer ball and a basketball. You might have some blocks, different colored blocks, or even dice if you don't have blocks, right? So if you have those and you know right where they are and you can get them lickety-split, pause the video and go get them. If not, just have fun with me because you don't need any of them to do our lesson. So we are going to make predictions. You get to be a scientist as well as a mathematician today. Scientists make predictions. They think about what they know and they make a good guess or hypothesis. So if we are going to look at our different 3D shapes, rolling means they'll just keep rolling until something stops them. When we're talking about stacking, that means one on top of the other. One shape on top of the other, okay? So cylinders on top of cylinders, pyramids on top of pyramids, because you can. Well, we'll talk about that later. And finally, slide, meaning, do you see how this kind of slides in the same direction? It stays on that same bottom face the whole time. If an object can slide, it stays on its face the whole time, right? It goes like across like this. Right. Okay, so make your prediction. What is this shape? It looks like this. 6 faces. Yes, it is a cube. Go ahead and make your prediction. Do you think a cube can roll, stack, or slide, or a combination? Point to all the ones you think it can do. And then we're going to test out your theory. All right, stack, slide, and roll. Let's start with stack. I'm going to start with my dice first. All right, let's see. If you have your dice, you can try too. Let's see if it can stack one on top of the other. Oh, it looks like it can. It's on that flat face, right? Oh, you didn't see because Mrs. Gibbs didn't have it in the picture. Silly Mrs. Gibbs. Okay, I'll do better with the blocks. The blocks you might be able to see better. Okay, we're going to unstack our dice, and now let's look at our colored blocks. Yep, they're in the picture. Let's see. Let's see. These definitely can stack. I bet you said they could stack. Oh, Mrs. Gibbs, you still keep getting them out of the picture. I promise I'll get better at that. All right, so definitely, yes, they can stack. Can they slide? Oh, there goes my tower. Can they slide? Remember, if it can slide, it goes in one general straight direction. It stays on one surface, right? One flat face. Yes, it can definitely slide. How about roll? Now this is tricky because when we think of a dice, we say roll the dice, right? But it's really more like a tumble the dice. because it just tumbles and it goes on the different, it's not going on all the different surfaces, right? Generally, an object with a face can't really roll, right? So if you said yes, I can see why, because that was a tricky one. So let's see. Let's circle what they can do. Can the dice, or can a cube roll? No. Can you stack them? Yes, ma'am. Can you slide them? Yes, sirree, Bob. All right. What about this next shape? What's this shape? It is a cone. Very good. All right, so go ahead and point to all that you think it can do. Can it roll? Can it stack? Can it slide? Which ones? All right, let's test to see if you're correct. Stack. Now, I have some party hats that I'm going to use for my cones. And you notice a party hat is a cone shape, except it doesn't really have that face on the bottom. So it's not a true cone. Because if it doesn't have the face, look at, can I stack them? I can definitely stack them, right? But for this experiment, I had to make a true cone. So you can see I have a red cone with the face, a silver cone, and a gold cone. So let's see if it can stack. Let's try the red one on top of the silver. Oh, what about the gold on top of the silver? Oh, what about the silver on top of the gold? No, it can't. That point, it can't do it. So it cannot stack. What about slide? Let's see. Can it slide? Can it stay on this one face and slide? Yes, it can slide. This one can slide too. Good. What about roll? Remember when it rolls, it goes on the whole, it goes all over the surface, right? Let's see. Do you think it can roll? Yeah, can you see it? It's rolling in a circle. Yes, so very good. Awesome. So were you right? Did you say that your cone could roll and slide, but not stack? It could stack on top of something else, right? You could probably stack this on top of this. Yes, but you can't stack a cone on top of a cone. All right, next one is this shape right here. What is it? It looks like this. Awesome, it's a sphere. It has no faces, so think about that as you make your prediction. What we've already learned. What do you think? Do you think it can stack, slide, and roll? Oh, which ones? All right, did you point? Did you make your prediction? All right, okay. Let's see if you're right. Let's try stack. So for this, I'm going to use my rubber balls. You can be using your soccer ball if you paused your video to go get some, and your basketball, any balls that you have. Let's see. No, I don't think it can stack. No, there's no flat surface where it just can stack onto. What about slide? Right? Let's see if it slides. I'm going to put a marker here, and it's got to stay right here and just slide. I shouldn't be able to see that black. Oh, did you see the black? Did you see the black? Look, the black should stay down. I shouldn't be able to see it. Look carefully. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, cannot slide because I saw that black turning up. It didn't stay on that same base or face, so it cannot slide. But when we try to slide it, we can definitely see that it can roll. Spheres are really good at rolling, right? All right, good job, boys and girls. So, it cannot stack, slide, but it can roll. Can it? It can roll. Okay, what is this shape? What is this shape? It's got two faces, and the faces are both circle shaped. All right, very good. It's a cylinder. What do you think? Point to what you think a cylinder can do. All right, let's see if you're right. Stack. Ooh, I got these. All righty, I got these from my blocks. If you have some blocks at home, you might have them too. Let's see if our cylinders can stack. Oh, wow. Yes, they can. All right. Let's see if they can. Let's see if they can slide. Can it stay on this one surface and slide? Oh, well, yeah, it can. It can. If I hold it a little bit. Here, let's try this one. This one isn't so tall. You can see better with this one. Yep, can definitely slide. It stays on this face, right, the whole time. All right, and what about roll? Can it roll? Let's see. Yeah, it can roll. Look at it roll back and forth. Awesome. Okay, wow, this is taking a long time. Sorry, boys and girls. Okay, so let's see. Yes, it can roll, stack, and slide. Oh my goodness, it can do all of them. All right, so let's see. What about this shape right here? That's the next one on my list. What's it called? Awesome, a square pyramid or just a pyramid. All right, what do you think? Point to what you think. Can it roll, stack, and slide? Which ones do you think it can do? All right, let's see. Can it stack? Well, sorry guys, I didn't have another pyramid. So I had the closest thing. This is kind of looks a little bit like a pyramid because it's pointy, but not really. So we're going to try to stack this one on top of this one. Yeah, it can happen because of that point. Just like our cone had the point, it can't happen, right? So, cannot stack. What about slide? Let's see if it can slide. Yep, it can slide. What about roll? Nope, can't roll. So the only one that this one can do is it can't roll, it can't stack, but it can slide. All right, and finally the rectangular prism. Now the rectangular prism is, I gave it away and that was a tricky one. Sorry, rectangular prism. The rectangular prism is a lot like this shape. What was this one again? Cube, very good. It's like we took that cube and stretched it out. Like a cube has all square faces. A rectangular prism, on the other hand, has some rectangle faces, right? Sometimes all rectangle faces. In this case, it has a square for a couple of its faces, but then you can see the rectangles. So anytime you can see a rectangle, it's a rectangular prism. So think, since it's like a cube and we just stretch it out, what do you think? It should make it easier for you to predict if it can roll, stack, and slide. All right. Okay, let's see if you're right. Remember, the cube could stack and slide, but it couldn't roll. All right, let's see. Here's my rectangular prisms. All right, can they stack? Oops, that'd be nice if you could see it, Mrs. Gibbs, sorry. All right, can they stack? Yes, they can. Just like the cubes, they can stack. Even the big ones like this one can stack. Okay, punch it down. Use your ninja kick. Punch it down. All right, and can they slide? Let's see. Can this one slide? Yep. What about on its tall face? Yep. What about on this face? Yep. And can it roll? No, it can't roll. So it is just like a cube, right? It's just like a cube. it cannot roll, but it can stack and slide. All right, so speaking of rolling and sliding, you've worked your brain so much. We're almost done with our lesson. Just super quick, we're going to review all this and talk about what the features are. So go ahead and stand up. All right. Stand up. Oh, you probably want to see my body, right? So you can see what I'm doing. So go ahead and slide back and forth. Ah, I'm going to crash here. Go ahead and slide 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go ahead and stack your hands, stack your hands, stack your hands, one on top of the other till you get all the way up to your head. All right. And roll. I'm not going to roll, but you guys can pause the video and you can do some somersault rolls or roll in a circle. I'll roll right out of the frame. So go ahead and do that. Give me 5 plus 5, 10 good rolls, and then come back and join me. All right, I'll be waiting right here. All right. Welcome back, you crazy stacker sliders and rollers. All right, so while you were gone, I made this cool little chart so we can talk about these different things. So let's look and see all of these roll. These are the shapes that roll: a sphere, a cylinder, and a cone. They all roll. So let's look at them. And what do you think allows a sphere, a cone, and a cylinder all to roll? What do you notice about them? How are they the same? Oh, good thinking. I didn't even tell you when you told me. You're so smart. You're right. This surface right here, it's not really flat, is it? In order for an object to roll, it has to have some surfaces, right, that aren't flat. This is not flat. It can't sit. This is flat, but this part is not. It's rounded, right? So you need to have that rounded or curved surface in order for it to roll. Right? All of those shapes have that in common. Awesome. And I should have gone in order: stack, slide, and roll, but that's okay. So let's look at all of these slide except for the sphere. Every single one of my shapes slides except for the sphere. So here's the sphere. And then I'll show you all the other ones. You have a cylinder, a cone, a cube, a pyramid, a rectangular prism. That's it. What do all of them have that the sphere does not? Okay, tell me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That's right, you're so smart. They all have faces, right? This one has 6, this one has 1, this one has 1 square one and 4 triangular ones. A cylinder has 2 faces, and a rectangular prism, just like the cube, has 6 faces. That flat, remember, a face is a flat part of a 3D shape, of solid shape. But look at, there's no flat faces on a sphere. So it can't stack. Okay, and last one is what was Mrs. Gibbs doing? Slide. Oh, she was doing slide, that's right. And I talked about stack, but it's similar, right? Silly Mrs. Gibbs. This one I was talking about how it can't slide. it needs a flat surface to slide, right? Slide. We were talking about sliding, Mrs. Gibbs, not stacking. But it's the same thing, right? Why some cannot stack, right? All right, because they need a flat surface. Sorry, I'm confusing you guys. So the reason that they can slide is because they have a flat surface, that base, that face that they can slide on, right? Okay, sorry. Even teachers make mistakes. Okay, now, but the same reason that allows the cylinder and the cube and the rectangular prism to stack is, yes, they definitely need that flat surface, right? Let's look at the cylinder, right? They need faces that they can stack onto. Here. Right? They definitely need those faces that they can stack onto. And like the cube, right? The cubes need those faces to stack onto. And same thing with the rectangular prism. Sorry, no but yet. Same thing with the rectangular prism. They need those flat faces to stack onto. But what do you notice? So we know that the sphere can't, because we know it can't slide because it doesn't have a flat face, and therefore it can't stack without one too. But cones have a flat face, right? And so do pyramids. So what prevents them from being able to stack? Count of three, tell me. 1, 2, 3. Very good. You're right. These points, right? Because they come up and they have points, they can't stack. They can stack on top of something else, right? Its flat face can stack on top of something else, but this can't stack on top because of its pointy shape. All right, boys and girls, so we learned so much today. We learned all about what shapes can stack, slide, or roll, and now you know why they can stack, slide, or roll, and why some of them can't. You're so smart. I'm going to give you a cheer, and I meant to check cheers, but let's see. Who is so awesome? You. Who is so awesome? You. Whoosh! So proud of you. Remember, if you want some more stack, slide, or roll, look up at that video, and we can review everything we just did. All right. Happy Friday. Bye.